Hi, I'm Dr. Lisa Thompson of drlisamthompson.com, and we're continuing our discussion about the fear of selling. Why is it that people struggle at creating sales, whether getting more reps or more customers into your business on a consistent basis? This is part of our discussion from Grant Cardone's book, Sell or Be Sold. If you don't have that book, I highly recommend that you pick up a copy and you read it. And in the book, Grant devotes an entire chapter where he went in and he interviewed salespeople. And he said, look, what are the biggest challenges that you have when it comes to making sales? And he came up with this whole list. And so this is what this whole chapter is about. So let's go through it, and here are some of the things we've talked about in the past two videos. So if you haven't seen the other two parts 1 and 2 of this series, I highly suggest that you pause the video, go back and watch the other two parts, because it's really going to help you out and provide you with some much needed clarity. We talked about rejection, negative surroundings, discipline, the economy, competition, product knowledge, follow-up, organization, call reluctance, filling the pipeline, closing, calls not returned, fear, and people's emotions. So as you watch this series, and in today's video and tomorrow's, jot down which are one of the biggest things that are listed here that are holding you back. And then make sure you stay with me until the end of this video, because you can learn how to get more training from Grant with helping you with one or more of these challenges. Another challenge that people have when it comes to closing the sale or generating sales is not having the right response. So when you go and you're going to follow up with someone and they ask a question and you don't know the answer. Grant says the number one skill that a salesperson has is the ability to communicate into people, not at people. And so what you want to be doing is you want to be able to really connect and listen to what your prospect is telling you. So when you're hearing the objection, what Grant does is he always has like a pad of paper and a pen with him. And if you've ever seen him on his YouTube channel doing where he actually does calls with his prospects, he trains his team as well to do this, is to keep a diary of every objection that you hear, and at the time that objection comes up. And then what you do is then you practice handling them until they become natural. And one of the great ways to do that is to do what's called the feel, felt, and found technique. So it goes like this. I know exactly how you feel because I felt the same way when, and let me tell you what I found. When you are handling the right response is to learn how to handle objections. Get training on how to do that. And if you need help, again, stay with me until the end of this video, because Grant has some pretty cool stuff on his site that I can show you. This other type of sales that challenges is where people are made to feel like an idiot. When you feel that you didn't say it the right way or you didn't come off the right way, you feel like you're stupid, okay? And Grant has a great quote in the book, and I think this is really, really powerful. The degree to which you fear feeling like an idiot is the degree to which you look to others for your self-worth. So it's more of a perception of how others view you rather than how you feel about yourself. So to get over from feeling like an idiot, you have to understand that you can't compare yourself to somebody else. You can't compare yourself to a top earner's result, especially if you're getting started. But keep this in mind. All top salespeople and all top earners all started at the beginning where they sucked. They didn't know what they were doing. They didn't know everything. All they did is they took action and they practiced on a consistent basis to get to that top earner status, that level of success. And what they also did too, what they understood is that they didn't need to know everything. They didn't need to be the entire go-to person. what they did is they began to become very good at pointing people to the right information they were looking for. So instead of being the chief problem solver, they knew where to point people to get the information, because that's leverage, because it also keeps you from burning out. So always keep that in mind when getting over that feeling of feeling like an idiot. Meeting new people is another big challenge when it comes to generating sales. People are afraid to go out and introduce themselves for the fear of rejection. But online, there's no greater way than to go and try to meet 10 new people a day. And here is a really great way to do that. Think of your niche, where you want to enter into the market space, and start following influencers and kingpins in your niche. To do that, just go to a YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, find a niche that you want to enter into, and you type in the search term with quotes. Let's say you were going to do keto diet. So you type in keto diet in quotes, and then you want to filter. Hit the little filter button you see on top, and it will say, you can search by channels and number of views. And then you will see how many people, the top YouTube channels for that particular niche. And if you see a lot of channels where there's lots of subscribers, thousands of subscribers, then you know that that person is a kingpin in that niche, and that niche is also a money maker. So you want to start following those kingpins. Subscribe to their YouTube channel, subscribe to their, follow them on Facebook and on Twitter and on Instagram, and then look for the lingo that they are using. Know the terms of the marketplace. Comment on these influencers and kingpins posts. Leave meaningful questions and responses. And what that does is you will have influencers reaching out to you. And then you could get a shout out from them, because a lot of times people may not know who you are, but they're going to know who the influencers are. And if the influencers are saying things about you that are positive, that in turn is going to open up the pipeline for you meeting more people. So you want to be seeking conversations over conversions. Look at people's posts on social media and comment only on the ones that look interesting to you. Which leads us to, when you're meeting new people, how do you break the ice? That's another big challenge. And you see, people do business with those who they know, like, and trust. So when you approach your leads, you want to make them feel welcome. And one way to do that, too, is on your social media profiles. Make sure your picture is always of you smiling, looking directly in the camera. A smile disarms people. Whenever you're sending messages to people, text messages, or leaving a phone message, or you're even sending a simple Facebook message, tell them who you are. Tell them your name, and also thank them for their time, because time is the #1 asset. And that's what you want to acknowledge, that their time is valuable. Here's a great quote that you always will help you with breaking the ice. If you want to be interesting, be interested. And that's from Dale Carnegie, from his book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. If you don't have that book, it is a must to read. It was written back in I believe it was in the 1930s, Dale Carnegie wrote this book. And the principles really need to be applied today on social media. And if you can go in and look at posts of people, things that you have in common with them, and strike up conversations, it's going to be amazing to see how quickly you can build rapport with people. Staying motivated. This is something that is huge. Where, how do you stay motivated when your business is stagnant? There's going to be times in your business cycle of your business where you're not going to get a whole lot of sales and, and a whole lot of customers, a whole lot of reps. You might have some attrition where loyal customers stop buying or they stop getting on the auto ship. How do you still keep going during those cycles? Well, first, you got to stay away from the negative people. And you got to go where you're celebrated and not tolerated. You need to watch what you read, what you watch on TV and see on social media. You need to stop watching the news. You need to stop having CNN and Fox News running in the background. Put on mindset recordings, business development, leadership, personal development to help you improve your skills so you can be the best version of you when you are going out and attracting people. Starting over. And what do we mean by starting over? This could mean, in the book, Grant says if you were going to a new company to be working for. In this case, as an entrepreneur, maybe your network company went out of business. Maybe the company changed and you don't believe in its vision and you want to go and start another venture. And so a lot of times it feels like you're having to begin and do it all over again. What you want to do is always take action, and like Grant in the Top Earners say, focus, focus, focus on the fundamentals. And the fundamentals are always going to be meeting 10 new people a day to add to your pipeline. Create one new piece of content every single day to put on social media to attract people to you. Write to your email list daily so they don't forget you. Losing business to others. Now this is something, it happens, okay, where you would be working with a prospect about, you introduce them to your business opportunity or products, but they wind up going with somebody else. Don't blame. Don't point the finger of blame. Don't point it at the person that, they went and did business with. Rather, take responsibility for what happened. Maybe you didn't overcome an objection. Maybe you didn't build that rapport enough. Or maybe that prospect was talking with that person and they were honoring a commitment. They were being a person of their word. Learn from that mistake. And the other thing you want to start doing too is be grateful and excited. Because what that does is it shows that if your prospect, even if they bought from a competitor, they are buying. It shows that they're willing to spend money either on the product or they're looking that they'll eventually want to get into business. So if you're treating them right, they are eventually going to buy from you. So I hope you found value from this, my friends. If you did, leave a comment and share, and make sure you stay with me for the next video installment, for the final installment on this series. And to know when that video goes live, follow me on Facebook by going to facebook.com/Dr. Lisa Thompson. If you're following me on my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the YouTube icon you see in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. But if you are on Facebook, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel right from my fan page. Just look for the tab you see on your screen. Now, as promised, if you want to get more training from Grant, look through all of these challenges that we've been talking about in this series. If any of them are really giving you difficulty and you really want to get better, Grant's got some amazing trainings on his website that are affordable and can really help you provide that clarity and practice to help you grow your skill set. So if you want to see what he has, just go to the website you see on the screen right now. I also have it in the pinned comment in the comment section of this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.